Hello everyone, here we have our second problem in coplanar non-concurrent force system. The question is like this: a rigid plane ABCD is subjected to forces as shown in the figure. Compute the magnitude, direction and line of action of the resultant of the system with reference to point A. In the first part of the question, we have to calculate the resultant. Then in the second part, we have to locate the resultant with respect to A. So first I am going to resolve these forces in horizontal and vertical direction. So firstly, I am going to take that 100 Newton force. So it is acting exactly in vertical direction. There is no horizontal component for that force. So if I go to the second force, I will take this as second force. So that is 200 Newton. The angle is given with respect to horizontal. So first I am going to resolve in horizontal direction. The horizontal component is 200 cos 45. The vertical component of 200 Newton force, that is 200 sin 45. So if I go to the other force, that is 100 Newton force, so it is acting exactly horizontal. There is no vertical component for that 100 Newton force. So the last force, that is 200 Newton force, the angle is given with respect to horizontal. First I am going to resolve in horizontal direction, that is 200 cos 30. In vertical direction, 200 sin 30. If the resolution concept is not clear, you can check in the description. The video is available on resolution of forces. After resolving all the forces, now I am going to calculate summation along horizontal and vertical direction. Firstly, in horizontal direction, so 100 Newton force, there is no horizontal component for 100 Newton force, therefore 0. For the 200 Newton force, the horizontal component is acting in negative direction, that is leftward. So I can take minus 200 cos 45 because it is acting in negative direction or leftward. The third force, that is 100 Newton, the force component or force is acting in rightward direction, therefore it is positive. The last force, that is 200, the component is acting in rightward direction, therefore that component is positive, that is 200 cos 30. If I do the calculation, I am going to get the answer sigma fx is equal to 131.73 Newton. Now I am going to calculate sigma Fy, summation of vertical forces. So the first force, that is 100 Newton, it is acting exactly in vertical direction, but it is acting downward, therefore force is minus 100 Newton. Then we have our second force, that is 200. The vertical component is 200 sin 45, it is acting downward, therefore minus 200 sin 45. The next force, that is 100, there is no vertical component for this 100 Newton force, therefore that is 0. The last one more 200 Newton force, so the vertical component is moving upward, therefore it is positive, 200 sin 30. If I do the summation, I will get minus 141.42 Newton. So after that, I am going to calculate resultant, that R is equal to root of sigma fx square plus sigma fy square. If I do the calculation, I will get 193.8 30 Newton. So now I want to calculate the direction of the resultant. I will take tan theta is equal to mod of sigma Fy divided by sigma Fx. So if I do the calculation, I will get 47.02 degrees. So I got the resultant value, I got the direction. Now I want to locate this resultant. I want to find the coordinate of this resultant. The horizontal component of the resultant, that is summation of all the horizontal forces, we got positive value, therefore it is moving in rightward direction. So Rx is equal to 131.73 Newton. Then we got summation of vertical forces, negative value, it is acting downward, therefore Ry is equal to minus 141.42 Newton. Then we got our resultant, that is acting in between horizontal and vertical component, that is somewhere acting here because angle is 47.02 degree, 193.30 Newton, that is the resultant. So the next step, I have to locate this resultant with respect to A. In the question they given find the or locate the resultant with reference to point A. So for that I am going to use Varignon's theorem. Varignon's theorem is moment of the resultant is equal to summation of moment of all the other forces. In this case I am going to locate with respect to A, therefore first I am going to find the summation of moment about A. So for that I am going to use this figure again. The first force, that is 100 Newton, I am calculating moment about A, it is passing through A, there is no perpendicular distance. Therefore because of this 100 Newton, the rotational effect or moment about A is 0. The next force, that is 200 sine 45. So first thing what I have to do is I have to shift that force in the line of action of force. It is passing through A. Therefore there is no component from this force, that is 200 sine 45 about A. The third force I am going to consider, that is 200 cos 45. So if I shift that force in the line of action of force, just for understanding, it is not passing through A, therefore it is going to rotate point A. So I have to check in which direction it is going to rotate. I will imagine that this is the center. I am going to create one circle by using this force. So this is the force, I will shift here. If I apply that force, it is going to rotate in anti-clockwise direction, because if I take this as radius, if I apply that force, if I am trying to create this circle, it is going to rotate in anti-clockwise direction. Therefore that value is minus 200 cos 45. The distance is from here to, that is perpendicular distance from A to B or from A to the force, the perpendicular distance is 1 meter. Now the next force I am going to consider, that is 100 Newton. So if I shift that force in the line of action of force, this force, it is not passing through A, therefore it is going to rotate point A. So how it is going to rotate? For imagination I am going to shift here. So if I apply that force, it is going to rotate in clockwise direction plus. Therefore the value is plus 100 into the distance from A to this force, that is perpendicular distance, that is 1 meter. The next force I am going to consider, that is 200 cos 30. If I shift that force in the line of action of force, it is passing through A. Therefore because of that the moment component is 0. The next force I'm going to consider, that is vertical component of 200. So if I shift that force in the line of action of force, it is not passing through A. Therefore that means it is going to rotate that point A. So how it is going to rotate? I will imagine that this is the radius R. If I apply that force, it is going to rotate in anti-clockwise direction. Therefore minus 200 sine 30, the distance, that is perpendicular distance, is 1 meter. So now I will get sigma ma is equal to minus 141.42 Newton meter. So after getting the moment, I have to apply the Verignas theorem, that is R into D is equal to sigma ma. So R value we got, that is 193.03 in the previous step, into D is equal to sigma ma. I have to take mod because this is distance. Therefore mod of 141.4, it will become plus. Therefore D I am going to get 0.73 meter. After getting D, I have to calculate x-intercept. X-intercept is equal to, we have the formula sigma ma divided by sigma fy, that is summation of moment about A divided by summation of all the vertical forces. So if I substitute that one, mod of 141.42 divided by summation of vertical forces, we got again 141.42. So we'll get x-intercept as 1 meter. Now y-intercept. Y-intercept, we have the formula sigma ma divided by sigma fx. So sigma ma, that is 141.42, sigma fx we got 131.73. So if I do the calculation, I will get y-intercept as 1.07 meter. Now I have to locate this with respect to A. I will draw that figure. So that is A, B, C and D. So I know the coordinate of our resultant. It should act like this only. So first I will do trial and error. So x-intercept in x direction, if I take I will take A as origin. Now for me this is my origin now. So x-intercept 1 meter I will take like this. Y-intercept I am going to take like this, that is just here it is 1 meter, it is more than 1 meter in y direction. I will consider as this point. If I join these 2 points, so if I draw like this, suppose if I imagine this as A as the center, I am going to draw one circle. It is going to rotate in clockwise direction. So the moment value whatever I got, that is in anti-clockwise direction. So therefore whatever the resultant I drawn, that is wrong. So it is not supposed to be in this direction. So I will do one more try. So I will take x-intercept somewhere here, y-intercept here only. If I join these 2 points, if I draw the resultant, but my resultant should be like this only, in this coordinate only. Therefore this is also not possible. I will do one more trial. So x-intercept I will take here, then y-intercept I will take here. So if I join these 2 points, my force, I will imagine that it is going to act like this. I will take this as moment arm, that is D. This is A. If I apply this force about A, it is going to rotate in anti-clockwise direction. The value whatever I wanted to calculate, that is minus only. Therefore, my imagination is correct. This is the proper way of locating this force. Therefore, D is equal to 0.73. Then X intercept we got 1 meter, Y intercept we got 1.07 meter, then resultant I got 193.0. So this is the final figure for this problem.